Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with MamaBearInc.blogspot.com, and I'm back today with another card making video. In the last video we used a Flip It die by Stephanie Bernard, and I am going to use another one of them today, a different one though. I've collected a few of these, not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, but a few. And they're just so much fun. I love to use them. I love to put them together and make them. So today we are going to be using the card Triple Circle Flip Its. This is a set with 10 dies in it. You can kind of see all of the dies here. There's some different circle designs as well as your main card die, your layering dies, and then another border die on this one. We're not going to be using the border die today. But, so to begin with, like normal, I've gone ahead and cut the card base. And the card base today is cut out of Basil Robin's Egg Blue cardstock. I went ahead and used Basil because it's a little bit thicker cardstock than some of the out of the bin cardstocks, like the ones that I got at Hobby Lobby the other day. And, ooh, we tore the paper a little bit. That's not going to be a huge deal in this case, simply because most of that area is going to either be cut off or covered up. So we'll pop that out, and here's your main card die. And again, I'm doing the hidden flap method. If you go back to my intro and Hobby Lobby haul video, I've linked the video by Stephanie Bernard that shows you how to do these hidden flap cards. And again, with the hidden flap, there is some extra that we need to cut off. So we're going to bring in our trimmer here and come to that first score line, just to the inside of that first score line, and trim that excess off with our trimmer and get that out of the way. All right. And so here is our card. And again, my cutting plates on my Cuttlebug are a mess. And oh boy, I really did not get that straight. Hold on just a second. Let me see if we can fix this up, because that looks cruddy. I don't know what the heck I had going on there. Was not apparently paying attention. Okay, much better. Much better, much better. Okay, and so here's our card. And yeah, what I was saying is my Cuttlebug plates are disgusting, and I need to get them cleaned up because they're leaving goo and gum and nastiness on this. Okay, so one of the tips with the Flip It dies, and if you're using a little bit thinner cardstock, now this is Basil cardstock and it's a bit thicker, but to kind of shore it up, especially because it's a Flip It and it's going to be, golly, look at what those plates are leaving all over the place. Because it's going to be handled a lot and pulled on. I take the same color cardstock as the base cardstock and the layered die for the small side, and I cut a piece, an extra piece that I can put on the back side just to give it some more stability. And because it is the same color and because it is on the back side, nobody is ever really going to know that it's there. So not a big deal, and it really kind of gives it some more stability because we're going to be putting panels on the insides and outsides of these, and that'll give those some stability. And of course, we're going to cover up our little circles with our designs, and so those will have some more stability. So the first thing that I did, of course, was cut my patterned paper, and this is with the coordinating dies in this set that cut the layers for your card pieces just perfect without any measuring or math. And so I cut a blue polka dot piece, which you may remember from the haul, for the small side, and I went ahead and cut the green and blue plaid piece for the bigger side, which I've now cut down a lot. So excuse me for just a second, because we're going to have to cut this one down just a teeny bit to match up with how much we cut off the other side there because I messed it up the first time. Okay, and let's try to get it straight, Steph, shall we? That is awesome. Good work. Okay. And so now, yeah, that piece is going to fit on there much better. Okay, so those are our first two pieces, and we're going to go ahead and get some adhesive on the back side of these. Now, this particular die has these really skinny ends, and you can, especially if you're using like liquid adhesive, go down to those really skinny edges. But what I find when you're using the, like a tape runner of any kind, is if you go down to those edges too close, then you just wind up making a mess. And so because the card is closed and it's going to be in an envelope for a period of time, they usually don't cause a big problem if there's no adhesive on the back side of them. And so let's go ahead and get some adhesive on the back side of our patterned paper piece. And there's that side. Okay, and then this time I did remember to cut my white pieces for the inside. And so I'm going to put this one here. Did I tell you what kind of card we're making? We're making a baby card. Remember I told you I'm going to have a new niece or nephew soon. So I was going to wait and see what I actually had, a niece or a nephew. And then I thought, nah, I'll just make a boy card and a girl card and send the one out that is appropriate. So anyhow, I did cut the pieces for the inside. And let's see, we can do white and have lots of space to write. Or we can switch that white piece out for another piece of the blue. Now this is not going to be visible from the outside. It'll only be visible when the card is opened. And I think I'm going to go with the blue. I like that. So let's go ahead and put this in. And this is a bit big because again, it's on that panel that we cut down and that I cut down too far because I made a mistake the first time. So it is going to fit tight. But that's okay. I'm going to go with it. So we're going to put that right there. And so before we put our white panel in, I am going to stamp on it my little sentiment. And the sentiment that I have says, "Hello, baby." Can you see that? Okay, and these stamps are from a Papertrey ink set, and this is a mini set. These sets are awesome. They cost $5, and then they often have coordinating dies. This set has coordinating dies. Let's see, and the dies are usually between $3 and $6, just depending on how many of them there are. So this one has coordinating dies, and these are all of the stamps that you get in this set for $5, and then you can get the coordinating dies if you want them for another $3 to $5 to $6. But anyway, those Papertrey ink mini stamp sets are awesome, and that one, by the way, is called Polka Dot Parade number 4. And so they have a bunch of different ones, many smaller stamp sets that are just really cool and inexpensive, so they're lots of fun to collect. So I'm going to be using Stampin' Up's Coastal Cabana. I know that's not really a boy color. Well, yeah, it is. It's blue. It's blue. And so we're going to ink these stamps up real good with the Coastal Cabana. And then I am going to use the lines on my grid paper to help me keep everything straight. But again, I am leaning over a camera, so bear with me here. All right. And whoo, there it is. Not too awful bad. Get my baby wipe and clean this sucker up. All right, close up the ink because some part of my body will land in it if it's not closed. Okay, and so there's our inside with our sentiment stamped. And we will go ahead and bring our card back in and get this in here like that. All right, looking good. Now, we will go ahead and do the card folds. There's the first one. And do it down real good. And then here is the actual flip it fold. Right there like that. And we're going to be careful because we have those loose little pieces of paper and these teeny little circles. Da-da-da-da. Okay, and so there is our flip it portion. Flips open just like that, and then we have our inside. Now, we need to decorate our little circles. And what I have done is I've taken one of the little scallop dies from this set, which I cannot seem to locate right at the moment, and I've cut some felt pieces with it in my Cuttle Bag die cutting machine. And this is, let's see, what is this? This is, we'll do it upside down. Friendly felt. It's polyester felt, and it's stiff. It's like pre-stiffened felt, which is a little bit easier to cut. Now, if you're using like a wool-based felt to do die cutting with, it's really nice because it doesn't leave any little stringies behind. But this, the polyester felts will leave stringies behind, but I found that that doesn't happen so much if you use the stiffened felt. So what we're going to do is take these little stiffened felt pieces here and remember these little baby fun dress it up buttons we got in the haul? And so we're going to take some of these and we're going to see which ones will look super cute in our little circles. Oh, I kind of like that one. And that one's really cute, but it might be too big. And so, oops, sorry, hit the camera. I like that one. And that one's really cute. All right, so we're going to use those 3 pieces. We'll save the little tubby guy for another thing. Now, these are buttons. And so they have these infuriating little things. Okay, watch out. Here we go. There's one side and the other side with our cutters. And then those are going to lay down nice and flat on there like that. And we'll just cut these off both sides. And whoo, that one went flying. See how far we can make that one go. There it goes. All right. So we've got the buttons cut off those backs. Now, the easiest way I have found to make this stuff stick without waiting hours for liquid tacky glue to dry is to use these big old glue dots, because they stick to just about everything instantaneously. All right, so we've got the first one down, and we will get the second one in place there. Gosh, I keep hitting the camera this time around. Sorry about that. Get the second one down. One more. And here's our little baby carriage guy. And we will get the third one into place. Okay, so we got 2 blue and 1 kind of Crystal Cabana blue. All right, and so again, because it's the easiest way to get these suckers down, we are going to use glue dots to attach them to the card. So we're going to do that there. Yes, I say we are, because I said. Okay, and then we're going to take this little guy and put him right there. Another glue dot. I really should have these where I can access them easily and quickly, but I don't. Imagine that. Okay. Well, for crying out loud. Yeah, see what I mean? These things stick to everything. Okay, and then we're going to get our little blocks, circle in there, and one more. Put this one on the back of our baby carriage one. Oh, good gracious. I got to find a better way to do these glue dots. Yeah, that one's toast. All right. Now the next one doesn't want to come off. Fantastic. I'm loving this today. Loving it, loving it. Come on. All right, we're going for it. Okay. And we're going to get our little baby carriage on there. And that's going to do it for this one. I like it. I want to keep it pretty clean and simple. And, well, clean and simple as in not a bunch of other stuff. Boy, I keep hitting that camera. So there it is. We've got our little buttons on our felt circles, and we are going to flip it open. And you can decorate the insides of these. Other than more circles will fit, but you'll have to keep your elements pretty flat, especially if you're using something as dimensional as these buttons on the outside. But then we flip it open, and hello, baby. You can put a little Babies R Us gift card there, or substitute the white panel, do some more stamping, and you've got plenty of space to write your message to your recipient. But that is our baby card for today. So thanks very much for coming and hanging out with me this afternoon. I appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. Take